Hello everyone, hope that everyone's having a wonderful quarter. My name is Rodrigo and I did my nutrition presentation on Chile. Hope that you enjoy. So Chile is located in South America, and as you can see the country stretches all along the coast, and the neighboring country is Argentina. As you can see, it's right next to it. Chile has a population size of approximately 18.9 million, and food habits vary throughout the country. Traditionally, food was very well. It still is. It was corn was widely used among the native population before the Spaniards arrived, which they brought different types of vegetation, crops, and animal products. Um, but as you will see in this presentation, you will also see that corn is still widely used in many of the dishes. So as mentioned before, eating style vary throughout location in Chile. For instance, people living near the coast tend to eat more fish, clam, and other seafood products, while people living in the city might have more access to a variety of other types of food. And then people living near the mountains might have less access to certain types of food that are more widespread throughout the country. And then, of course, there are different types of foods that are eaten in winter, summer, and of course, the popular widespread foods throughout the country. Just to name a few, the winter typical foods that I'll highlight is porotos con reina, which is kind of like spaghetti with beans and meat, and depending on location, they might add different types of vegetables. And for summer foods, um, the one of my favorites is mote con huesillo, which is kind of like a dried peach, which is on the top right. It comes with grains, and it usually has like a sweet nectar taste to it. And although diets might vary and have a lot of different veggies in them with meat, typically avocados and tomatoes and onions are heavily used on the dishes as well. Yeah. And these are just some of the popular foods mentioned before. As you can see, avocados and tomatoes are widely used in many dishes, um, such as the hot dog or completo and the churrasco on the bottom. But not just this picture, like typically some dishes like people would eat it with bread or rice and yeah. And then the empanadas, which is on the left, the bottom one is the Spanish empanada, and the top are made of pino, which is meat, garlic, onions, and olives in them. And all the way on the right, we got sopaipillas, which are typically eaten in winter, and they are sold by street vendors. And lastly, on the very top middle, you can see typical sweets eaten in Chile. That's the alfajores in the first part, and right behind it is it's kind of like a sweet cake called mil hojas, which literally translates to 1,000 leaves. And the one of the ingredients that they use is, I believe, it is called condensed milk or dulce de leche. And yeah. For health issues and life expectancy, I was kind of surprised that all regions share similar life expectancy with Santiago region, which Santiago is the capital, having the highest life expectancy. And the leading cause of death is attributed to circulatory system diseases, and that includes coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis, stroke, heart failure, and just to name a few. However, cancer has the second highest mortality rate in Chile, accounting for 202 cancer deaths per 100,000. And these diseases are primarily attributed to diets, poor lifestyle factors, which include tobacco, alcohol, and physical inactivity. And women have the highest incidence for breast cancer, colorectal cancer, lung cancer, cervical cancer. Men, on the other hand, have highest prostate, stomach, colorectal, lung, and kidney cancer. And an interesting finding was that the the rate of cancer is expected to rise. And globalization's take on nutrition, studies revealed that there's a nutritional shift since the 1980s from malnutrition to an increase in obesity towards all age groups. And diets transitioning towards Western diets high in fat are contributing to non-communicable diseases, increases in obesity, cholesterol, and high blood pressure. As a result, there has been an increase in cardiovascular disease and an increase in diabetes. What's interesting to point out is that families and populations are eating less at home and increasingly eating outside. And there has been a consistent reduction in eating of vegetables. From recommendations, I suggest a few, such as reduction of meat and dairy products, effectively reducing diets high in saturated and trans fat, working with public health service announcements at a young age in tandem with tobacco and alcohol prevention organizations. And also, I just want to highlight a step in the right direction. The Chilean government enacting policies to warn consumers of high saturated, high calorie, and high sugar content. I think it's a step in the right direction, but I would like to see it more vividly displayed in all types of food packagings as well. And this is just a reference page. I hope you have enjoyed the presentation and have a wonderful day. Bye.